All right, it looks like I'm live. All right, it looks like I'm live. If you can hear me, I've never done a live stream on YouTube before. So if you can hear me, comment into the chat box. Let me know something you're grateful for, and we'll just wait a couple minutes. Make sure my audio is good to go. Everyone can hear me, and we will wait and wait for people to get on. I'm a couple minutes early. I didn't know if it was going to be a hard process or not, so I decided to come on early. Wow, look how many people there are. You guys rock. Awesome. Amazing. Today's going to be amazing. Awesome. It's so nice to meet everyone live. This is amazing. Obviously, all my videos are pre-recorded, so it's beautiful to meet you. Also, hit the like button on this video here. Hit the like button to make sure this live stream goes out to more people. See if we could get 10,000 people on today. 10,000 people in an incubator of positivity and see the ripple effect in our lives with that. Amazing. So if people enjoy this, I'll probably start doing it. If not every week, I'll definitely do it a couple times a month because I love it. It's so cool to see everyone and connect. So if you're just joining, commenting something you're grateful for, just going to wait a minute or two because I came on early. I didn't know if it'd be a arduous process. So apparently it wasn't. So we're still before start time right now. And I think you get a notification when I go live. So I'll just wait until I had it set for 7:55 a.m. Pacific time. I cannot believe how many people there are right now. This is amazing. Awesome. So yeah, really excited. I was just going through my notes from last year. You probably heard me talk about the Brain-A-Thon. It changed my life for forever. And I was going through my notes from last year. And so I wanted to talk today about rewiring the brain. And I wanted to talk today about using that to attract the things into our life quicker. And I'm going to share an amazing story from my life and also from an individual that is part of this YouTube community that follows this YouTube channel. I just actually heard from him on a message today, and it brought me to tears this morning. And I think it's really going to inspire you. So if you have not yet, though, make sure that you sign up for the Brain-A-Thon. It's free. It's on Saturday. It changed my life. And there should be a link like attached on the video here. So if you go ahead and you sign up for that, it's coming up on Saturday, 9 a.m. So I'm really, really excited. Every year I bring my friends and my family, and now I'm telling you guys about it. And yeah, it changed my life, and I've got a really awesome story I want to share. So yes, gosh, this is so awesome. I feel so happy right now. Everyone, I hope you're smiling right now. And yeah, this is going to be amazing. Like, if you watch my videos every day, first of all, I am so, so, so grateful for you. I'm so thankful for you. I couldn't feel more happy, and I couldn't feel more happy and grateful to see this many amazing human beings wherever you're coming from all over the world. It just like fills me up with so much joy. So thank you so much. I'm honored, and my intention with this channel is every day to deliver the best value I can deliver to you, because I believe that there's so much more to our potential. And I'm inviting you on this journey, on this channel, to tap into that. So without further ado, we'll wait another couple seconds. Comment in what you're grateful for. Make sure you like this video. I think that's what's going to send it out to more people. So there should be a like. And if you have not yet, go down below and sign up for the Brain-A-Thon. It's totally free. There is a program that they sell that I bought that changed my life a few years ago. No one needs to use that. But if you do, we're giving away free coaching as one of my programs. We have coaching. So you'll get monthly accountability and group coaching if you join. But the Brain-A-Thon is absolutely 100% free, and that free is actually what changed my life. So yeah, I'm really excited for it, and yeah. So link down below. All right, so excited. Just think about how many things there are to be grateful for. It's amazing. Life is beautiful. So all right, first of all, I got to share with you guys the most amazing story ever. First of all, though, everyone take a deep breath. and just let go of any stress you've had this morning, last night, this week. Right here, this is the only moment that matters, right here in this moment. Nothing needs to come with you. Stress from yesterday, stress from this morning. Right now, we only exist in this moment. And in this moment, our intention is to raise our consciousness, raise our energy, to feel good, and to focus on the things that we want. So we can be a vehicle to attract those things into our life. And yeah, so let's set that intention. Take a deep breath in, feel the stress letting go, all those beautiful things. And comment down below, I intend to feel good. I intend to feel good. I intend to feel good. In this very moment, in this second right now, I intend to feel good. And notice how your brain responds to that. Notice how your nervous system responds to that. When we intend to feel good, beautiful things start to occur. And it was about 8 months ago. This is the most beautiful manifestation story I've heard in so long. It was about 8 months ago. And it was by an individual named Matt. I'll leave his last name anonymous. He's a subscriber to this YouTube channel. And maybe hopefully I can get him to share his story in one of my videos. And he purchased we have a $37 program. And he purchased it, and then there's a members area section, so people comment in their experience with the program. And I read his comment, and his comment said, "This is amazing. I'm going through a really tough time. My wife has very severe cancer, and I'm working all the time. I'm a firefighter captain, and I'm trying to support us all." And he wrote all these things like that about staying positive and how to keep his wife upbeat and keep her spirits high in such a tough time for her. And it really touched me. The story just really, I was like, wow, this is like amazing. And so I went into our software and I got his phone number and I called him and he didn't answer, but I left him a voicemail and I just said, hey, I'm wishing you well and, sending you all my love. And I wanted to gift you with our Second Mind program. That's like our big program. And it's a $1,000 program that's free. And I gave it to this guy for free. And I told him to contact my support on the voicemail, to contact my support, and I'd give it to him. Now, he was so excited. So many great things were happening for him. And then I hadn't heard from him. About 4 months ago, he got fired from his job. And when you get fired from a job like that, it's very difficult to land another one, especially given that it's firefighters. Not like there's just tons of them all in the vicinity of your home. There's a few counties and cities, and that's about it. So it was very depressing, very difficult. They needed the money, obviously. His wife was going through this situation, and it was very rough. He was doing all the right things. He was focusing. He was doing his affirmations, his manifestations. He was doing all of these things that you might be doing too. And he got fired. And he actually, because I called him, so he had my phone number, so he texted me. And he said, I got fired. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm not going to be able to get another one. The only jobs he could get were jobs that were a fraction of what he earned, and they weren't captain positions. So his income was going to drop by over 50%, I think. And I said, hey, the same thing that we talk about on this channel. I said, hey, there's two things. You can focus on what you want or the absence of what you want. So everyone comment that down below. Everything is really two things. Comment that down below. It's so important. Everything is really two things. What you want or the absence of what you want. When something bad happens, it makes your brain conditioned to focus on what you do not want. That was what was around him. No job, loss of money. What am I going to do? Lack of confidence because of that. I said, everything is really two things. And I, shared some thoughts with him, and I hadn't heard from him in 4 months. And this morning I sleep with my phone off. So when I turned my phone on in the morning, I received a text message from him that said that it's 2:50 a.m. and he's on the night shift. He's the guy that lost the 170. He's the guy that lost the job. And guess what? He landed a fire captain's job that's going to pay him more than that previous job. And everything worked out beautifully. It was his dream job. And I was like in tears. That was the first thing I saw in the morning when I woke up. the most beautiful thing. And so what I want to share with you in today's webinar or live stream or whatever this thing's called is I want to talk about how to condition the mind and the brain for the reality that you want. His story is beautiful. Before I get into the things that I'm about to share with you, I want to remind you of one thing. Life isn't here to break you. It's not here to break you. It's here to shape you into the person that you're destined to become. It's here to shape you into your ultimate destiny. And for him, it meant losing a fantastic job that was paying him 6 figures. Nothing looked promising. And then he ended up landing a better job. Life is not here to break you. It's here to shape you. Comment that down below. Life is not here to break you. It's here to shape you. And I want to share with you how to wire the brain. So I'm doing this in honor of the Brain-A-Thon. If you have not signed up, the link's right there down below. It's on Saturday. It's totally free. And it changed my life for forever. And so in the title, I talked about instant manifestation. So at the time, I was trying to get my career doing this going. I was writing my books. I was doing my things, but I wasn't getting progress. In fact, my now wife was in debt to my girlfriend at the time. She was in debt. The reason she was in debt was not because of shopping sprees. It was because I couldn't pay for anything. And it was really rough. People around her were telling her to ask me to stop doing what I'm doing and, you know, get a job and give, like, essentially give up. And it was rough. And I saw the Brain-A-Thon. It was 3 or 4 years ago. And I listened to this exact Brain-A-Thon that comes up on Saturday. It's only once a year. That's why I'm really excited about it. And that's why I'm making sure sign up for it. It's totally free. So I sign up for this. And I finally realized why I was not getting what I wanted. My brain was conditioned to keep me from what I wanted. So no matter how hard I worked all the time. I was a workaholic. I worked all the time. I was always working. I was doing my affirmations. I was doing my meditation. I was doing all of these things, but I was not getting what I wanted because I wanted it consciously, but my unconscious brain, my brain was unconsciously creating and producing my reality. And I heard John Assaraf say that on the Brain-A-Thon, and I'm going to share with you, I went back through my notes from the year. I keep all my notebooks, and I keep them in binders I keep them in boxes when I finish them. So I went through my old notes, and I pulled out my biggest ideas and takeaways that allowed me to go from there to, you know, this channel, 19 million views in 18 months, and all of these beautiful things that came about super fast once I learned these things, and my life changed for forever. So hope everyone's feeling great. Comment something in if you're new to joining, something you're grateful for. This is my first live stream. Make sure you hit the like button right over there because I think that's what notifies more people. So before I drop into these things, hit the like button. If you haven't signed up for the Brain-A-Thon, it's right there down below. It's totally free. They do have a paid program that I ended up purchasing that changed my life. And if you do get that, you get my coaching for free in my program. We're just giving it away for free to help people apply the lessons and to have accountability, because that's, I think, what a lot of us need. We don't have the support system, the friend circle, or whatever it is, or we do and we want to upgrade it. So you get my coaching for free if you do get the paid, but you don't have to. Just the free one's amazing. That's what firstly changed my life. And so what ended up happening was I went from literally, I couldn't pay for anything. Like I was stressed all the time. And 48 hours after that event happened, it's online, right? So I listened to the whole Brain-A-Thon, and you know, it's from like 9 to 5, and he brings on like Harvard neuroscientists and all these people that explain how the brain produces, creates, and responds to reality. And it was making so much sense to me, and I was feeling shifts in my life, like subtle shifts. And what ended up happening was within 48 hours after that, I actually landed a $60,000 consulting gig with a company. And that, at the time, I wasn't doing a lot of, I wanted to do a lot of consulting mindset types of things with companies and businesses. but I couldn't get any gigs, right? And so out of nowhere, someone stumbled on my website. They filled out an application and contacted me, and I hopped on the phone with them, and I got a year-long $60,000 consulting gig, and it changed my life. And so I call in my email today. I said instant manifestation. So what you want is already all around you. The soulmate, the job opportunity, the money, the happiness, whatever it is that you want to attract, manifest, and cultivate in your life, it's already here. For instance, that consulting job was already there. It was that my brain wasn't in alignment. My energy field wasn't in alignment with bringing that situation into my life. When I listened to the Brain-A-Thon and I learned these things about the brain, because I didn't know any of this types of stuff before. And when I learned it, I had a shift that caused my consciousness to shift. It caused the way I was producing and creating reality to shift. And almost instantly, I moved into a different reality. You call that a parallel reality, that all the realities, for better or worse, for amazing things, for negative things, they already all exist. And moment by moment, we're creating it. And you can shift your reality very fast. But your brain is an unconscious mechanism that's conditioned to your old reality. And so it's constantly reproducing the same old. And people say, well, nothing's changing. No, everything is changing. It's just that we're reproducing and recreating the same reality over and over and over and over again. So comment down below, I attract everything I desire easily. Comment that down below. I attract everything I desire easily. Comment that down below. I attract everything I desire easily. And that was the big shift that happened to me. I started attracting things easy into my life. My brain was wired for the opposite reality. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share a couple of my biggest takeaways that I got out of the Brain-A-Thon that ended up changing my life. So if you haven't yet, sign up for the Brain-A-Thon right there down below. There should be a link. Hit the like button on this video over here. Comment in, I attract everything I desire easily. So the first thing that really was my aha moment while I listened to the Brain-A-Thon was, your brain is programmed to keep you safe, which can be dangerous. Comment down below. Your brain is programmed to keep you safe. Your brain is programmed to keep you safe. I'll say it one more time. Your brain is programmed to keep you safe. Your brain is programmed to keep you safe. The reason I'm asking you to comment it is because I want to make sure that you literally get the takeaway out of it. So this was life-changing for me, because here I was in this reality that I didn't want. I wanted to attract and manifest and create something more in my life. And here I was in this reality that I did not want. I knew what I wanted. I wanted all of you beautiful people to join me on a what day of the week is this? On a Friday morning with thousands of people on here, and for us to talk about things that improve the quality of our life. And I wanted to be inspiring millions of people, and I wanted to not be struggling so my wife wasn't in debt. And I wanted to be able to do this for a living because it felt like my purpose in life. But I was always stressed. I was always worried. I wasn't in the reality that I wanted. Your brain is programmed to keep you safe, which can be dangerous. And that's the key phrase right there, which can be dangerous. For me, it was dangerous. Why? Because I knew what it was that I wanted, but your brain is designed to keep you away from fear. It's been like that. That's how human beings evolved today. We needed fear. It was an integral part of the brain's purpose, was to keep us safe from giant things that could eat us, and the elements and all the extreme weather conditions. And we needed to know instantly, oh, fight or flight, I got to run and hide into this bush or this cave, right? Our great, the early forms of humans, and even all the way up until settling colonies and eventually cities. Now, today we're in a world where we don't have quite the impending threats, basically at all, that we used to have from our environment and outside sources. So we're not really worried about extinction and momentary death like we used to have to worry. But your brain is still operating like that. So even though you don't have all of those things, now your brain is focusing on everyday social and life fears. My brain was afraid of me becoming the person that I am today. And my big goals of inspiring millions of people and doing this for a living and being able to like have an epic community with you guys. And my brain was afraid of that because it didn't want me to fail. Failing and rejection to the brain was the same as extinction. It used to try to keep us safe from extinction back in the day. And now it thinks that I'm something awful is going to happen if I step into my dreams, and there's fears and I might fail. So it's sabotaging it. It's trying to keep me safe from that. And it all started to make sense. I was like, oh my gosh, that makes a lot of sense. And so we set up my computer. I got one of those, what are they called? Are they SD cards? Where you take the computer and you plug it into the television so it's on the big screen. And we were sitting on the couch and we were watching this thing. And I was like, oh my God, that makes a lot of sense. Because no matter how hard I'm working, I'm not getting what I want. You know, it's easy to think you just need to work harder. No, we have to shift the way the brain is. So John takes you through a process of how to identify that and start to retrain the brain. So if you haven't yet, Brain-A-Thon, it's life-changing. It's totally free. If you have not signed up, please sign up. Bring your friends, bring your family, whatever you want to do. And it's right there down below. The link's right over there. So sign up for that. So we're watching this and I'm like, oh my gosh, that makes a lot of sense. And I realized that I was stopping myself. And that's the key to upgrade your life. I used to think it was outside influences that were stopping it. I was like, well, it's the YouTube algorithm. I'm too young. I need more time. Maybe I'm not good enough of a communicator. Maybe my hair is too long. I literally thought of these things as the reason why I wasn't creating what I wanted in my life. It's not true. And that opened up this huge light bulb aha moment that's truly started to shift the way I viewed myself and my possibilities in my life. So, number two, which I think is really interesting, I'd never heard of this before, but your brain memorizes the energy of your environment, and it's called mirror neurons. So, excuse me, you have, and if you're just joining right now, comment in something you're grateful for, hit the like button right over there. If you have not yet, make sure that you sign up for the Brain-A-Thon. It's coming up on Saturday. It changed my life for forever. And it's totally free. Link right over there on the side or something like that. So go ahead real quick while you're watching and just sign up real quick. So mirror neurons are neurons in your brain that respond to your environment. So basically, like, let's say that you were around someone, maybe for instance, it was a guardian in your life and they really struggled. Maybe they had a lot of emotional challenges, or let's say, for instance, they struggled financially and they said things like, money doesn't grow on trees, and who do you think I am? You know, Bill Gates, who do you think I am? John Rockefeller, money's evil, da-da-da-da-da. Mirror neurons are neurons that fire and engage based off of outside stimuli. So they match outside stimuli. So think about that. Your friends you're around when you're little, the guardians or adult figures in your life growing up, whomever they were, whether they were parents, aunt, uncle, adoption, doesn't matter. Just whoever the authority figures that were around while you were young, your brain is mimicking them. Now, this is a serious problem in a lot of instances. Why? Because I read a stat that 9 out of 10 people die with less than $10,000 and virtually no financial assets, that about 85% of people are stressed financially, and that I think it was a Gallup poll, 76% of people are actively disengaged from their jobs. So we live in a world where the number one cause of divorce is financial. So we live in a world where so many people are stressed and struggling around a very important part. Money is a thing that puts you in a home. It pays for I just had to get new health insurance for my wife and I. I just had to get life insurance. So, you know, to help any level of stress, something ever happened to me. So Ashley's taking care of these things. Cost money, put your kids through school, all of these types of things. And it's very important. And it causes so much stress in our lives when we can't provide for ourselves and our loved ones. And so our brain is mirroring other people's reality. And if most people are struggling like that, our brain begins to mirror it. And that's why, like, a lot of people will say, you know, that old phrase, like, you know, Bill, you're just like your dad. You know, Susie, you're just like your mom. Well, yeah, you are, because your brain is mimicking their reality. And there's a term in neuroscience you probably heard me say is Hebb's law, and that says that brain cells that fire together wire together, nerve cells that fire together wire together. So you're literally wiring your brain, you're hardwiring the way that it's conditioned to operate, a lot of times based off of outside influences. So whether it's love, there's a story in one of my programs. It's a recording of my seminar, The Genius Within. And there's a woman that comes up on stage who at one of the breaks came up to me when I was talking about this type of information and subconscious reprogramming. And she said, she was basically in tears. And she was like, I finally realized what, and this woman was, I don't know, around 60 or so. And she said, I'm finally realized why I have not attracted my soulmate or truly fulfilling romantic relationships in my life. My parents got divorced and fought all the time. And when I was a little kid, it was really bad. And she had a flashback to a moment when she was a child where her parents were arguing. And in that moment, she said, relationships are hard. Love is hard. I do not want one. She had seen such an awful influence. She literally decided in this moment, because that was all she knew. She figured that's just what love was. That's just what romance was. That's just what relationships were. That love was pain. She said in that moment, she said, if that's what it is, I don't ever want one. She was very young then, right? So over time, she forgot about that. And then as she got older, she consciously was desiring relationships. They always fell apart. She never attracted the right people, and she always would sabotage them. Here she was 50 some odd years later, and she remembered the instant that she programmed her brain for that reality. Once you identify the program that's wiring your reality, you're free from it. And her whole life changed. Same with me. I was living from a program. I wasn't good enough. I dropped out of college. So I thought I wasn't intellectual enough to be a writer, especially with these major New York publishers. Like, eventually I published my books with Penguin Random House, which is the #1 English publisher in the world. And I didn't think I was good enough for that. I didn't think I was smart enough. I didn't think I was intellectual enough. All of these things. So I had fundamentally wired my reality to these things. And so in the Brain-A-Thon, you're going to learn to identify the way your brain and your subconscious is conditioned to operate and wire, and then how to reprogram that. And for me, while I'm sitting there 3 or 4 years ago with my now wife, girlfriend at the time, to be like, oh my God, I understand how it works now. I was free. I finally went from essentially hopelessness. All I was doing was wishing for luck. I was wishing for luck. Like, man, I really hope, like, I get a viral video that gets me a bunch of views, and then finally, you know, I'll be able to not be stressed and Ashley won't be in debt. I was just like hoping for luck. Now, all of a sudden, I understood how your brain and your subconscious and your mind are creating reality and creating your energy. And that's dictating what you attract into your life. That's the law of attraction at work. The law of attraction is not a conscious effort a lot of times, because the brain is wired in a way that we do not want. And that keeps producing a reality that we don't want. So if this is enlightening, making sense, inspiring, aha moments, comment down below and either share one of your takeaways so everyone can see if you're interested in that, or at least comment down below and saying, I am with you. I am with you. Just so I know you're with me. This is valuable. This is interesting. Obviously, I've never done a live stream like this before, so I want to know if people are digging it or engaged with it and all that beautiful stuff. So comment down below, I'm with you. Or you can do what Shika Adada did and said, I'm with you. With. So, oh my God, this is beautiful. Look at how many people there are. This is so rad. I think I might need to start doing these more often. So if you have not yet, be sure right now. Like I rarely am ever saying, hey, here's something you got to do. But really, joining the Brain-A-Thon is something you really, really have to do. It's free and it's coming up on Saturday. It's right there down below. Real quick, I'm going to close my door because I think that my gardeners or the neighbor's gardeners are here. Got my lights to make sure my shot looked good. So comment down below, I'm with you, I'm with you. Let me know that you're with me, you hear me. Press like on this video if you dig it. The link to the Brain-A-Thon is right there down below. I'm excited and I'm grateful for today. Feeling good. I cannot believe how many people are on here. Like genuinely, dude, everyone listening to this, like, I am so grateful for you. I'm so grateful if you watch my videos, if you're here right now. Like, this is like what I live for and what I've been working towards for the last 7 or 8 years. And I'm so grateful and honored that you're spending the time to be here. So thank you so much. Someone said they don't see a link. So I'm going to real quick pull. And if you go to like my most recent video, you can pull out the link. But right now, I'm copy and pasting the link right now real quick so everyone can see it. I'm going to comment it into the chat. So real quick, everyone look into your chat right now. Look into your chat right now. So I'm commenting it in right now. Look at all these beautiful people on. Hey, if you're new, comment one thing you're grateful for. And I put the link in on the side right over there. So everyone feeling good, everyone grateful, everyone excited, happy, glad you're alive. So I want to give everyone an affirmation that I'm using today that I just wrote down to share. My desire comes to me easily. Comment that down right over there. My desire comes to me easily. My desire comes to me easily. My desire comes to me easily. See, the brain isn't conditioned to operate like that. So in the Brain-A-Thon, you're going to learn how to recondition that. And the time flew by today too. I have a workout at the gym that I have to be at in a couple minutes. My desire comes to me easily. All right, so I've got to roll out because I've got to go to this, but this was beautiful. Comment down below and let me know you love this. If you haven't signed up for the Brain-A-Thon, I'm going to end this live stream right now and then you'll see it. But I'm commenting the link over here right now. Everyone, please sign up for that. Like I said, it's totally free. There is a paid program that I purchased a few years ago that, you know, was the next step that really allowed me to learn and embody this information. Nobody has to get that. If you do, though, we're giving away free coaching from one of our programs to everyone that does get it. You don't have to get it at all. And the free Brain-A-Thon is where I learned these types of things. If you're new, this is my notebook from a few years ago. I save all my notebooks in a cardboard box. So this is my notebooks from the Brain-A-Thon a few years ago. So have a beautiful, beautiful day. Like this video real quick right over there. And I'm going to put this live up right now. Here's the link to the Brain-A-Thon right over here. Have a beautiful day. I love and appreciate every single one of you. Have a huge smile on your face and have a beautiful day. And see you on the Brain-A-Thon.